Welcome back, everyone, to the Clash and Conferences Members Pod. Today, we've got a special guest. He's a repeat guest that we're honored to have again. We got Patrick here, known as the Brick Bare Knuckle Fighter, our favorite bare knuckle fighter. And so we welcome him. We also got Christy in from Wisconsin. We got Juice here in PA, along with Kyle. And we're going to get a little producer time as well, I think, today, too.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Yeah.
It's nice to be on my own show every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, if it sucks, it's probably going to be your fault one way or
It
another.
always is. It always is.
So I think today we'll talk about some current events. We'll talk to Patrick about what his the last year has been like since we talked to him last. I know there's been pretty eventful for him, from what I understand. So
Yeah,
we'll get an update there and talk about what the future looks like for next year. We're getting a little bit of college sports as well. We got some of these in basketball. You've got the conference clashes, I guess you say, like the SEC and ACC clashes, plus it's going to be championship week for college football as well. So looking forward to looking towards these bowl game season here in a couple of weeks as well. So go ahead and get started. And then also, if we got a little bit of time, I'll let Juice kind of promote his new shop. Want to hear about it? Let everybody know about the shop and everything as well. So, but let's start out with Patrick. Again, good to see you again. Glad you can hop on with us. So,
Thanks for joining us, man.
how you been?
good.
How you?
Thanks for having me.
What's the last year been like?
It's been eventful. It's been eventful, man. So I think the last time we talked, it was leading up to Knucklemania 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were going into I believe that event was for January 25th, right, last year. And I just had a daughter, right? So she's coming up on December 4th. So Thursday she'll be 1. And
She was on our last show. You had her in the recording with you at one point.
I'm sure. Yeah, she's something else now. She's getting around. If anybody has any kids, it's like they just grow exponentially, right? And it's fun. So she's actually my 4th child. So I have 3 boys and then her. So I'm busy. But yeah, so that event in January, I fought an experienced 5-2 fighter in Zach Kalmus, who was on a 4-fight win streak. And I got him out of there pretty fast. I think I finished him in under 50 seconds. He didn't really get anything off. I kind of just walked him down and lit him up, which is, what with this sport, with bare knuckle, it's like the fights are they're like fireworks, they just, and they explode,
Right.
It's a pretty wild sport, and it could go your way, it could not go your way. But I've been super fortunate being 2-0 now in the sport, with my first fight being at the Mohegan Sun against another experienced fighter, and now coming up on my 3rd fight, February 7th. We're back at the Wells Fargo Arena. Well, now it's Xfinity
Mobile
Arena. Yeah. And since then it was so. What happened in that fight is I actually caught the back of Zach's ear, right behind his ear, and I broke my 4th metatarsal. They call a boxer's fracture, and I broke my hand, and they put a rod in there. Essentially, 2 days later, they put it in line because it was snapped out of line, and they lined it up and they sent a screw straight down the knuckle. And that has laid me up for a little bit, right? Because I'm usually a pretty active person, and with my hand being in the cast, that had laid me up, which led to an even worse problem medically, which so I played 19 years of football in growing up, played in college, and then played ice hockey, just always playing sports, and my hips, bad hips run in my family. Genetically, just my dad had hip replacement, my mom had a hip replacement, and I had really bad arthritis in the hips in my left hip, but always being moving, it never really like calcified. It never really.
Yeah.
I was in pain, but it was manageable. When I hurt my hand, like I guess just being sedentary, it like really set in, and the uh the the arthritis in my hip really got bad. So this past June, I got a new hip. I got a hip replacement done, and so they go in there and they hack off the top of your I guess it's the fibia, and
Yeah.
then they put a new socket in the hip, and they give you a new hip. So I had that done in June, and
So
with a lot,
hold on. Let me ask this
yeah.
question. So have you always needed that replacement, but you just couldn't sit still enough to know it?
Well, no, I always knew that like it was coming because there's degrees of arthritis, right? Like
Okay.
it's not just um 0 to 100. It gets worse over time, and the idea is that it's bone on bone, right? Like that
Yeah.
cartilage that's in between and the hip wears away, and I guess from being in motion all the time, and it always hurt me. Like I was always in pain, but I was whatever. I
Yeah.
was gonna keep training, right? But it got to the point where I couldn't even like tie my shoes, right? Like I couldn't bend over. Like getting up and down the stairs was really bad, and carrying my daughter, it was rough. And my wife was like, "Look, you're not like, what are you waiting for? Like, what are you gonna like? This doesn't make sense. Like, you're gonna what? Put off getting hip so that you can fight? Like, this is silly." Um, so I just said, whatever. I'm gonna eat shit. I'm gonna get the new hip. And the typical turnaround time on like anything like I do is like 9 months, 12 months. Um, but with the help of Life Med, the hat that I'm wearing, they're um Life Med Institute. It's this company. They're based out of Maryland, but they have an office in Westchester, PA.
Oh, nice.
And they helped me a lot with like the recovery, right? Like helping me with anti-inflammatories and stuff like that, and IV bags, and a couple different things that they were a protocol that they were able to implement to help me get back faster. So then I took a fight for the Prudential at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It was a big event. It was Jeremy Stevens versus Mike Perry, and that was this past October 4th. And there's a whole funny story with that I could tell you about. But so I was scheduled to fight October 4th, and training and getting ready for that fight. I was sparring. I threw a left hook and I tore my distal bicep. It it ruptured right off the bone. Like I heard it pop, and like it popped. And I even got it on recording because we were recording the training session, and I had to pull out of that event because of the tear. But
What was the time period that happened before October 4th?
I want to say it was like 2.5, 3 weeks before October 4th.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember that because my wife's benefit was on that same day, and there was talks about possibly making out to see you that night fight.
Yeah.
And but then it's like out of nowhere, I was like, I'm not seeing him on like the cards anywhere. I was like, I'm pretty sure he was supposed to fight.
Yeah, I was supposed to fight another undefeated fighter, Corey Willis. He was also 2-0, and it was a good event. Like that was probably the second biggest event that Bare Knuckle had ever done. It was the second time they've ever done an arena. So I was on their biggest and scheduled to be on their second biggest. And with the injury to the bicep, it was just not in the cards. But the awkward thing about the bicep is, so I went and saw an elbow specialist at Penn. My wife actually works for Penn Medicine. She does home infusion. She's a nurse.
Okay.
So she knows a lot of the doctors and her dad's an orthopedic surgeon, so they know the community really well. And I was able to get in to see one of the top guys over at Penn, and also Dr. Tosti, who's with Rothman Institute. Dr. Tosti did my hand, right? He's also an elbow guy. He did Joe Playfer's elbow. Body bags. I don't know if you guys are familiar with fights in the UFC, but he brought his elbow back, and that was a really nasty injury. And after looking at my injury, they had we concluded that like the operation was not 100% necessary. It was like there's complications with the surgery, and what it is that you actually lose as a result of the injury, to me, didn't equate getting a surgery. So you lose, they call it supination when you turn your thumb up. So the basically what they say is you lose 50% supination this way, 50% strength. And for me, it was like, I'm not going underneath the knife again. I just got my hip done. I got my hand done. I was just like, I'm going to live with it. So as of right now, I have not an equal arm to my left arm is not equal to my right. It's hindered, but I'm sorry. Am I crazy? Screw it. I'm gonna fight anyway. I'm gonna fight anyway. So
do you just look at that as a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, look, I was always in pain with my hip, right? I tore my ACL. I fought in the PFL. I blew my ACL out, and it's a part of what I do. Like, injuries are going to happen. And it's like, if you can't fight through an injury and you're waiting to be 100% healthy, then you're never going to fight, like, ever. Mm-hmm. So it's, the only fight I ever lost was because of an injury, like, undefeated other than that. And, to me, it's like, let's just fight.
Now, do you have an advantage having that rod in your right hand?
So the doctor actually said that it's stronger. That bone is now stronger as a result, right? Like, he's like, you're not going to break that hand again. It's like,
nice.
That's it. I actually was joking. I was like, can you put 4 more?
Yeah.
Put it around the rest of the hand. Because I threw the right hand really heavy. So I'm like, just load it up. Get it done now.
Bionic man over here.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
So I watched your fight. Like 3 times a minute ago, actually, while you were talking.
You could. It happens fast.
You were right. It was 53 seconds. And it was about as one-sided gets. So give the guy props for for actually going down and getting back up the first time. But
he's tough. He was on a 4-fight win streak. He's a good fighter.
And I was looking for the punch but dude, it was like a 5-to-1 ratio of you throwing to him. He only threw 11 shots and you threw 50. So I was trying to see which one it was that you hit him.
Were you scoring it, Paul?
I was.
Yeah,
well, I had enough time to watch it 3 times here and analyze the whole thing. I mean,
So I think it was the one that just caught him right behind the ear. It's hard, man, because you're just letting them rip. I'm like, your training.
And that's why it didn't. I didn't see any let up or any kind of wincing, any kind of anything to indicate it until it was over. And even when your hands were raised, still weren't like, you were literally had the biggest smile on your face I've ever seen.
Yeah. Actually, a little bit of his blood got on my arm from, I think I hit him with a left hook and opened his eye up, and it like spurted on my arm. And then after they pulled me off of him and I raised my arm, I saw his blood on my arm and I wiped his blood. I wiped it on my face. A little primal move there, just to kind of like bring out my inner Braveheart. It was
damn.
Yeah, it was. Listen, when you're in there, it's like it's hard to explain. Like this primal feeling kicks in, and it's like you're on straight adrenaline, and
it's flipping a switch, right? It has to be flipping a switch because you got a 1-year-old daughter at home. You know what I mean? And then you go into that, like, it has to be just like, you're wiping somebody else's blood on your face, and then you're holding your daughter. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. That night, I mean, I don't drink or anything, right? So like, I didn't go out and celebrate anything. I came home with my wife. Like, she was there. We came home and I kissed the baby goodnight and go to sleep.
Like, honey, let me shower first, please.
Right? Yeah. Well, I was lucky that they actually we got to use the Flyers locker room, so
nice.
It was cool. Like,
cool.
we had access to like this big locker room. It was nice. It was good.
Well, good. I'm glad somebody worthy was able to use the locker room.
Hey, they're better this year. They're better this year, Jerk.
There we
better
go.
This year.
There we go. There it is. I got a question for you. So you're not wearing any gloves. So there's a stamina advantage versus like boxing or other sports, because I guess it's less weight on your hands when you're throwing, right? But then you're also like feeling the effects more because you're taking the full brunt force of getting punched. It is fighting bare knuckle any less or more stamina dependent than, like, say, boxing or MMA that has gloves?
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with the gloves per se. I think it's more with how the rounds are structured. So they're 5 2-minute rounds where, excuse me, I come from a background of 3 5-minute rounds. And when you're fighting a 5-minute round, you have to be a little more calculated about when you go and when you don't go. Right, like where you are in the round, what position are you in, and maybe where you're at on the scorecards, right? Like, it's the difference is more like how the rounds are structured. Whereas with bare knuckle, it's a 2-minute round. I can sprint for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not gonna punch yourself out in bare knuckle.
No, not in 2 minutes, and then you get a minute break, and then I can sprint for another 2 minutes. Right, like. Look, my training partner, Chris Dawkins is one of my coaches, and Chris Dawkins fought in the UFC, and he fought 2 UFC main events. So when you fight as a main event in UFC, you fight 5-minute rounds, right? And one of them was Derek Lewis that he fought, right? So, and I was helping him get ready for that fight. Like, I was in his corner. I went out to Vegas with him for that whole event, and the next fight he fought was Curtis Blades, which, again, 5-minute rounds. And I was helping him prepare for both of those camps. And I was essentially preparing myself for a 5-minute round. So I'm used, alone fighters, I'm okay with it. So when I hear 5 2-minute rounds, I'm like, where's the rest of the fight? Because I can sprint for that. And especially if you're giving me a minute break in between, right? Like, I can recover in between 2 minutes. I could do that all day long.
Yeah. And you're also not getting hit in these fights too. So that's an advantage.
Yeah. Well, I've been untouched through 2 fights. Although I don't think I'm going to get out of this one unscathed. This next, I thought I was going to get hit in the last one too. This next guy's pretty tough. Again, he's 2-0. His name's Bear Hill.
He sounds tough.
He's got like this big, huge beard, shaved head. He calls himself.
Is that his real name? Is that his real name?
Bear Hill. Yeah, Bear Hill. Yeah.
Only one career choice for him, right? Your parents, your parents just kind of set him up. Like, you got one outlet.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah, go get him.
Yeah, he looks the part too. He's got like this big beard and a shaved head, and he calls himself the last barbarian. And he's tough. Actually, in one of his fights, he landed a right hand and knocked the dude's tooth out. And like, they called it on film, like the tooth like flickering off camera. Like they have it shooting out of the guy's mouth.
That's crazy.
And he had, the guy I'm fighting had a hole in his head in the one fight. So like, he's tough. Like, he can take a lick, and which is good, because that's like kind of what I wanted. My last fight, I wanted a tough fight too. I want tough fights. I don't want easy fights, right? Like, to me, that's not challenging. I want to fight somebody who's going to give me a challenge.
And pre-injured, apparently.
What's that?
You and you also want to be pre-injured.
Yeah, exactly. I want to go into a handicap. Actually, yeah. Well, there's other elements. I had I broke my back in 2014. I had thoracic fusion done to my back. So actually have 4 of my vertebrae that are fused. I have 4 screws and 2 rods going through my back. So like
Can
that
you
torque.
can you walk through security at an airport like without setting the alarm
Well,
off at this point?
I
Just
have
got a card.
I have a plate in my cheek too, a titanium plate in my cheek. I have 2 screws in my right ankle. Yeah, I got some hardware in my
You're a
body.
Well,
walking
that's why you
hardware
don't
store,
get hit.
buddy.
It'll hurt them if they hit you.
Instead
So
of the
when
brick,
is
we'll call
so
you
when
Home
is the
Depot.
Yeah,
yeah
there you go.
what so when is this next fight and how can we catch it?
So it's going to be February 7th.
Okay.
It's going to be at the Xfinity Mobile Arena again, Wells Fargo.
Okay.
And for anybody who can't make it out, they'll have it on the Zone Boxing, I believe. And it's Knucklemania 6. So Knucklemania is the promotion's like big event, right? Like consider it like the WrestleMania, if you will. Right? Like they have one really big event every year. And considering the fact that BKFC their hometown is Philadelphia, right? Like the president CEO is from Delaware County. He grew up in Upper Darby, and he started it from nothing. So when he got sanctioned in Pennsylvania, he said, I'm gonna bring Knucklemania to Pennsylvania, to Philadelphia, and we're gonna keep it here. So it's good because it's my hometown. So they're inclined to use me because of I'm the hometown favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a season ticket holder for the Eagles, and we tailgate in the H lot, which is the Xfinity Mobile lot. We're right there.
Mm-hmm.
So on that side is where the big jumbotrons are on the outside of the building, and this was actually advertised there the last game I was at for the Lions game. It was already there,
Oh wow.
saying that they were selling tickets for it and everything like that. Because
Yeah.
tickets are on sale now. I was looking at it. You can download the BKFC app, and you can watch it on Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, all that stuff. So.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to it. I'm going to try to go because it's, 40 minutes for me. So it's not far from me at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and look, I don't know if you guys had ever been to, not even necessarily a bare knuckle event, but an MMA event, of any type of combat sports event. Like they're wild, like they're fun. It's not like watching a football game, and I'm not putting it down, or a basketball game. Like that's fun, that's exciting, but like there's nothing like watching 2 people compete like in combat sports, because it's like it goes back to like the Roman, the Colosseum.
The
Like you're
gladiators,
watching,
yeah.
yeah, you're like there's something about just watching like the vulnerability of the 2 combatants. It's like you're seeing someone like exposed, right? Like, I make the
Smearing
comparison.
people's bloods on their face.
Yeah. I make the comparison to like, what's always the most exciting part about a baseball game? It's like, I don't know, when he charges the man. Right? Like that's always like everybody's like, oh, he charged the man. Like that's the most exciting part. It's, you know what I mean? It's like I like hockey, but like when they're fighting, that's when it's always like I'm like, yeah, there's a fight. Everything stops when there's a fight. Even with football, they grab each other helmets. There's not as much in it. Basketball, you've seen like what happens when they fight in basketball. It turns into a melee. And to me, it's like as exciting as sports are, that's what I always liked it when they fought. So it's no surprise that I fell in love with combat sports. And yeah, man, it's been good to me. I've had some fun with it. I was out in Albuquerque training with John Jones, last year, helping him get ready for a fight. He had fought Stipe Miocic last September. So I was out there helping him get ready for that, and rubbing elbows with like, super talented people around. Just like,
it's always like, fun hearing your passion and excitement about it, because this isn't for everybody, obviously.
Yeah.
So for somebody to be like this into like going into a bare knuckle fight,
yeah,
you're half insane, at least half.
Yeah,
at least
you
half.
have to be. You have to be.
Look,
I
my wife's
enjoy,
right here. She's laughing.
Is it three?
Yeah, I mean,
is it three
I
quarter?
enjoy watching it. I enjoy right. I enjoy watching it, but like, I don't think I want to get punched in the face. Like, you seem like you thoroughly enjoy the act of punching somebody in the face and getting punched in the face.
Well, in fairness, you don't get punched in the face that much anymore, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I haven't been hit that much. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's right. Like, so I'm sober, right? Like, in 2016, I gave up drinking and drugs, and I didn't start training combat sports until 2018, right? Like, so I'd worked on myself leading up to that, and I don't know if I maybe replaced one thing with another, right? And it's become like my new, serotonin hit or like whatever. It's it's something I'm drawn to it, and it's I struggle with it too, because it's like obviously it's had some negative impacts on my body physically. As much good as it's been, as much as it's been a positive attribution to, like, my overall well-being, it's had some negatives as well. And it's a time suck too, man. It's like, I'm a business owner, right? Like, I have a company, Renovations by Brady, right? So I have employees, I have clients, I have architects, I have people that I deal with, supply. Like, I there's a lot of moving parts in my day, right? And then an added, wrench that is the idea of getting knocked out cold in front of 19,000 people, right? Like,
I gotta ask.
You had to throw that one in there.
Has any vendor or supplier or customer ever stiffed you on a payment, knowing what your side job is?
Nah. No, I've never been stiffed. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny too, because I like,
here's your deposit, sir.
Yeah, my fleet. My fleet, like, all of my vehicles and stuff, they're wrapped with like my logos and stuff, and the slogan that I have on all the sides of my vehicles is "Let's knock it out." So it's
nice.
Yeah. I get asked about it, and then you have to enlighten people, like, just Google my name, you'll see what it is I'm talking about.
Google me.
Yeah.
Christy, you said your husband follows Bare Knuckle.
He does. He's an ex-Golden Gloves boxer himself, so he's a big supporter of it. So Bare Knuckle, MMA, any boxing match, you name it, all the guys are at the house with it on, watching everything they possibly can. So the second I said your name, he's like, I know who he is.
Yeah, that's
like,
funny.
You get to talk to him.
It's exciting.
Like, yeah, so
it's exciting. Look, and like, I watch the fights, right? Like, my buddy, my teammate Kyle Dawkins, he just fought at Madison Square Garden, and Chris's brother, actually, and I cornered him he fought in Shanghai recently, and I cornered him, flew out to Shanghai, and he just fought in Madison Square Garden, and I was home for that one. I didn't go and corner him, and we had people here at my house watching the fights, and it's like, I'm a fan too. It's for me, it's exciting to watch.
Juice, awesome. You should host a training session at your new shop.
At the shop?
Yeah.
A training session?
Yeah, you got the
I
space
thought you were going to say a fight party. Fight party, we in there. Training session, that's going to be a whole lot of furniture moving, my guy. I mean, I got insurance and all that, but I don't think that's the move, my guy.
Yeah, they may deny that claim.
It was just a suggestion. 100%. I'm not going to participate. It was just a suggestion.
Well, listen, if you need more work done to your shop, I mean, he got a main business.
Yeah,
got it.
He does renovations.
I can break it, and then you pay me to fix
it. There you go.
It's a great racket. What?
There we go.
So that shop that you got, Juice, how new is that?
So just hit 1 month in there yesterday. Yeah, so pretty. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's been a journey, but each step it's all needed. I remember, even it doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but I guess it was 7 years ago. When I first started going through my apprenticeship over in Westchester. And I'm giving free haircuts to college kids, $5 haircuts. I'm doing what I got to do out there hustling. And now to be here, got my own spot. Got some chairs in there now. Just finally went through the inspection. Everything is done, but it's done, but it's not done. Now,
it's never done. It's never done. You're never done.
That's it, man. Always on the grind. But
it's crazy. I went to his grand opening party that he had for his shop, and then his Instagram pictures. I don't know if you guys saw those white lattice strips that he was putting together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I go in there and I look up, and they're lights that go all the way across the ceiling. I thought it was like a wall lattice, but he put together the lights that go the whole way. Is crazy.
That's
cool. Is it
like
track lighting? Is it track lighting?
It's the hexagon lighting. So have you seen a lot of guys using them in their garages and stuff like that now?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Perfect. And it was, I ain't going to hold you. I'm not the handiest guy. That was the easiest thing I've ever done, ever. It's so cake to put together. They're really light. They're LEDs. They last forever. And because I was trying to find something to hang for lighting that was a little bit against the traditional way with the vanity lights and stuff like that, trying to find an easy way not to create shadows and stuff like that in the shop. And honestly, they're fire. It is dumb bright. I'm not gonna hold
it was very bright. Yeah.
That's a good point though, as far as the lighting, not to have shadows, so the barbers can see all the different angles.
Everything.
Yeah,
exactly. All right above them, nice and easy. The cleaner look, and it definitely adds an appeal to the shop. It's just, like I said, it gets a little crazy bright in there for sure.
That's good.
For sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we have February 7th coming up at the Xfinity Mobile Arena against a Bear Hill that's, tough, and we're getting ready for it now. I think we're about 9 weeks out. So training's about to get turned up, ramped up. I've been just kind of getting loose and making sure I didn't blow my other bicep out. But we're about to turn it up, and it's exciting. It's exciting enough.
That's good, man.
I have to ask, since you said you played football and hockey and everything else, what is it like taking a bare knuckle punch to the jaw as opposed to getting a full-on tackle in football or a check in hockey? I need some type of comparison.
Well, I haven't been hit yet.
Even in sparring or anything, just
in sparring. So for sparring, we don't spar bare knuckle because it would just be counterintuitive. Look, I mean, I've sparred with some really scary fighters, right? I've sparred with, I'd mentioned, John Jones, Francis Ngannou, right? Sean Strickland. I've sparred with some really scary guys, and I've been hit, but I don't know. Football beat my body up. Football's super abusive on your body. I mean, it's impact the entire time. It's just impact after impact. You don't realize how many plays you're running. Even if it's during practice, you might run 200 plays. And whereas with MMA and boxing, you're getting hit, but it's not always 100% clean and flush. A lot of times you're moving on. And, I'm going to say it and it's going to happen, but I've never been really knocked out cold, even in training. And I've never been flatlined, fortunately. So, but I have, however, went head to head with somebody on an impact of football where I've lost my legs, where you feel you're you teleported to it somewhere else temporarily. Right. And so I know what that feels like.
There's a couple of those in that Giants game.
Yeah.
That would just happen.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's a reason. There's a reason why the NFL football players are the premier athletes, right? I mean, a lot of those guys, if they had done MMA, they would have been champion MMA fighters, but they chose football as their path. And to me, I feel like a lot of my success in MMA was as a result of being a good football player, right? The hand-eye coordination, a lot of that translates as far as if you're athletic in one, there's a strong chance that you're good at the other. But I don't know that correlates the other way. Like if you're good at fighting, that means you're probably good at football. But for me, and that's just my own experience. It's to answer your question, football's rough. Football's rough on the body. It beats you up. It beats you up for sure.
What college team did you play for?
I played at Widener. It's a small Division III school. It's local in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it wasn't a huge school. In high school I got a D on my junior year. Like I said, drinking was a problem for a minute, and I was all county junior year, and I was doing really well, and I had some big schools looking at me, and then I got into a car accident up the Talamancing Trails, up the mountains. And, I went through the windshield. It was a whole thing. That's actually how I got the 2 screws in my ankle from that car crash. And the plate in my cheek was from that car accident. Yeah. Yeah. Drinking was an issue. And I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And I had some offers that were on the table from some big schools. And, they all, because at the time I don't know if you remember Miami Hurricanes, they had gotten in a lot of trouble. I graduated high school in 2003, and that Hurricanes team, like, they caused a bunch of bullshit, like Warren Sapp and all those guys. And the days of, like, giving guys that were troublemakers scholarships, they started to go away. Teams were being a little more hesitant as to, like, who they awarded scholarships to as a result of that Miami team. And I remember when I was going to go to Nebraska, and I remember my coach called me and he's like, Nebraska pulled. And I was like, oh. So it was like, that one sucked. But then, like, I could have went to a Division II school, but they wanted to redshirt me just to kind of like let my ankle heal and let me acclimate. When I was a hothead kid, it was like, no, I want to play. Like, I want to play as a freshman. And Widener pretty much where it's like, you come here, you're going to play. And I did as a freshman. When I went to Widener, I got on the field. So to me, it was like, it was cool. It was fine. I got in trouble a lot. But it wasn't really about football. It was kind of about everything else.
Yeah. Now, do you watch NFL currently? Like, do you stay up to date with it or no?
No.
Not anymore.
It's funny. My wife busts my chops because she's a big Eagles fan.
There you go.
Her girlfriend was actually married to a guy who used to play for the Eagles. One of her good friends who was in our wedding, Chris Long.
Oh.
And so, like, she's
here we go.
She's been like,
you guys can just go off.
I'm just waiting for Kyle to go off now.
Yeah.
Why? What's up with Chris?
I love Chris Long, man. He helped us win the Super Bowl in 2017.
Yeah.
So he'll always have a place.
That was the year of the underdog.
Yep.
The underdog. Yeah,
absolutely.
He went to
my dog mask right now.
Yeah, she's a big fan. Her parents actually had 2 sets of season tickets, and
nice.
It's not for me.
He went to UVA, didn't he?
Yeah. That's actually, she went to Virginia Tech, and her girlfriend went to UVA, and that's where she met Chris at UVA.
Nice.
Yeah.
You said you don't really have any teams right now that you care about or follow?
I couldn't name 10 players on the Eagles. 5. I couldn't name, maybe 5. Deshaun,
nope.
Deshaun McCoy. I said Deshaun. Deshaun McCoy. I said LaShawn McCoy. He's not on the Eagles anymore, right?
No.
He's the running back.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a panelist.
Yeah, he's a panelist now. He's a Hall of Famer. They're running Barkley, Saquon Barkley, the quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Wait, she's feeding you answers. She's feeding you answers.
I'm telling you, I can't. It's terrible. Honestly, the other issue
you should fight
is
him
that,
over, Kyle.
No.
The other issue is I don't have the attention span for it either. It's like I can't sit down for that long. Like this is probably the longest I've sat down in a long time. Like I'm on the move. Like I was like, I have to keep moving. And I'll show you my work desk, right? Like my work desk is right here. Like my screen, like I'm standing as I'm doing like estimates and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I have to like I just can't sit still. So to sit down and watch a football game to like tell me like, hey, it was like maybe the last quarter. Yeah, it's tough for me. Yeah,
I get it. I get it.
Were you all Philly when you were following sports?
I mean, look, I'm a Philly fan, right? Like I've been to Eagles games. I have Eagles jerseys. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna root for anybody. Like if they're playing someone else, I'm not gonna like root for another team. When the Eagles made it to the Super Bowl the first time against the Patriots, 2007 or
2004.
Was it 4?
Yeah.
Was it 2004?
Yep. Yep.
I fell asleep. I was at a party. They were all making fun of me because I went to bed and it was like at a party and they're all drinking and hanging out. I was tired. I think I was up all night the night before. But yeah, it's just I played it like, I like playing it. I like doing it. I can't watch it that long.
Now, do you
Actually,
share
I
the
can watch
same?
playoff hockey.
Yeah, playoff hockey is something different. And
I can
always
watch
tell
playoff
people,
hockey.
when you brought it up
Yeah.
before, I mean, going to see a hockey game live is probably one of the most exciting sporting events ever, right? Ever,
Yeah,
especially when you're.
I've been to a couple Flyers games. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is exciting to watch hockey because that's something that like you kind of have to stay focused on.
Oh yeah.
As far as like it can happen at any time. It's like the transitions can happen and there could be a goal at any point. You could be down 3-0 and then 2 minutes later it's tied up.
Yeah.
And playoff hockey is really fun to watch. If I had to say there's anything that I enjoy watching sport wise, it would be playoff hockey for sure.
I'm so scared to try.
What, to watch playoff hockey?
Watch hockey, period. Like baseball has scared me away from trying to watch other sports because it's just, sorry, Chris, it's just so boring. And it's hard for me to like even want to try. Like I can do basketball, especially like playoff basketball, I think is awesome. But outside of that, it's hard for me to like get into another sport. And I've been to hockey games, like Hershey Bears and stuff like that, local to us. And that was always a fun time, but I don't know. Baseball ruined it for me. Kind of like you. I don't have the patience to sit there and watch it. Like I can't get excited.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys having me on. And I hate to run out on you guys, but I'm starving.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on, and let's do this again after the big win in February.
Absolutely, man. Best of luck to you. Best of luck, and hopefully you'll see some of us there because it's a short trip for some of us. So we'll be there.
Yeah, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram if you guys need tickets. I have tickets available through me that are cheaper than Ticketmaster to save the fees. Hit me up on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah,
will do, man. Appreciate that.
Right. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yep. Thanks, brother. Take care. Good luck.
What up, everybody? The Beard is here. Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, the law offices of William P. Harrington. Credit card litigation, Chapter 7 bankruptcy, estate planning, estate administration, guardianships, they do it all. As a member, listener, follower, supporter of our network, they are offering you a 15% discount on these services. So if you are in the Pennsylvania or New Jersey area, schedule your free consultation today.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Just a few quick reminders for everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And check out our fellow podcaster, Jim Montgomery, with This Day in Philly Sports History. Thank you.
The last time he was on here, he dominated the conversation, but like when he gets going, it's like you can just hear it and it's like, man, who is like this excited about like fighting like this?
For real.
It's crazy.
He loves it.
It's crazy.
Definitely
School's
passionate,
a
man.
nice guy too. Yeah.
Just like we talk about with the young boys, like when you got the Hoovers, he's a Hoover. He wants to fight. Wants to be fight. You could feel it. That's
I wanted
fire.
to ask him, like, did you play any sport that was not like a physically tough sport? He said he played football, hockey, and then now he's bare knuckle fighting, MMA. I'm like, Jesus. Did you do anything that didn't involve hitting somebody else physically? Like, did you do anything like that?
That's probably why he doesn't wear That's probably why he doesn't wear a seatbelt either. Went right through the window.
That's crazy. High school. He learned. He learned from that. That's awesome, though. Yeah, we definitely. I mean, look, if anybody's interested in going, I'm going to hit him up because I love watching that stuff. I've been to boxing matches, been to UFC, like when it's in Philly. It's just there is nothing like it. Like the atmosphere, like people are animals down there, man. Like absolute animals.
I did check him out because he posted he had tickets. His seats were they were decent seats when I looked on the chart. So I was thinking about maybe doing a date night with my wife, take her out to see him, smear somebody's blood on his face.
Yeah, I mean that's
romantic night out with the wife.
Yeah. Absolutely. What wife would not love that, right? Right, Christy? What wife wouldn't love that?
I would love that, but I'm a different breed, so
Yeah. There you go.
Well, hey, while it's just us now, Kyle, do you want to give us a fantasy update?
Yeah, we all suck. All of us on this.
Yeah, anybody if you can
right
see
now,
them,
we all suck.
Yeah, anybody that's here.
There's 8 people that are not in the playoffs. 5 of them are represented right now. Trey is also one of those people. Randler is one of those people. Look, you got Karan, you got I don't even care who else is in there.
Jim,
it's,
I think you got
Jim.
Somebody from your family tree had to make it.
Yeah, Tush Pushers. Patty is in there. Patty's going to win the whole thing. And then Corey, who didn't even draft his team, and I think he drafted 5 quarterbacks, ended up making the playoffs. It's insanity.
I call for a recount.
Yeah, it's insanity. It's absolute insanity. But I think Patty's winning it all. I don't think Karan has what it takes. I mean, he's decimated with injuries, and then the first week of the playoffs, he has McCaffrey on bye. So like his whole team is just going down the tubes, man. He's lost 3 straight. So I think it's Patty's to lose at this point, and hopefully that jinxes him, and it's somebody else who wins. And that's what you get for not showing up tonight, Patty. Blaming it on your mother-in-law. I hope you see this, and I hope she yells at you for this, and I hope your wife yells at you for this, and I hope your wife knows that you're in 18 leagues because next year you will not be in 18 leagues. I promise you. End of my rant.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't want to be in 18 leagues. You are rooting for and against every single player every single week.
There's no way that you're not. There's no possible way. You know what I mean?
My brain hurt just looking at his list.
You love and hate every single player.
It's impossible to keep track of.
Where do you have time for that though? Like that's like 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah, like 6 was the max I ever did in one season, and it's impossible. And you're like, yes, but no, because I'm playing against him, and it's like,
yeah, he coaches too. Like it's not like his plate's not full.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So, hey, kudos to him. But we all know he has that little titch of the ADD too. So like he needs probably a lot to keep him focused and to keep him busy. He said that before. So maybe that's his way. That's his avenue to do it. You know what I mean? So.
I don't know. I think if he was good, he could do 20.
And I guess you're hoping he sees that.
That's going to be the clip right there. That's the clip that he sees. I love it.
Oh man,
I love it. Paul, you want to touch on any NFL quick? I mean, your team had a great game the other day.
Hey. I mean, on the previous pod before this, I'm grinning ear to ear. I understand we lost. Every call we made was the right call. The last call was the right call also.
Dude was wide open.
Unfortunately, when you were screaming the play, you told the defense everything that you were going to do because they were across the line before you could take 2 steps back. But no, I'm still riding high from that actually, and I think there's a lot of there's no consistency this year whatsoever. So you've got, every 3 weeks there's 3 different MVP front runners. There's 3 different teams that are looking good, and then it's cyclical. Like the next month, it's 3 completely different people, 3 completely different teams from each conference. And when it comes down to it, right now, I think the most impressive players in the NFL are Myles Garrett, who's going to destroy the sacks record, which quietly nobody's talking about, and somebody may break Calvin Johnson's receiving record, while there will be a fat asterisk on it, actually on both, because of the extra game for when those records were created. But still,
I think Myles Garrett will break it before that extra game, though. I think he breaks the record in the normal 16 games. He might break it in 15.
I was saying 14.
Yeah.
It might be a wrap.
It's crazy what he's doing. Absolutely crazy.
And then, once again, that'll be similar to Cal Raleigh not winning. Myles Garrett's going to do something that may not ever happen again, and is breaking records from people who are known as the best that have ever do it at their position, and won't win MVP.
He might win if any defensive player, like a defensive lineman like that, is going to win an MVP. This would be the year, because nobody else is having a great year. Jonathan Taylor set off like a rocket, and then he just kind of fizzled out over the last 3 weeks. Stafford was leading the way with because Daniel Jones broke his leg.
There you go. It's all Daniel Jones.
It's all Daniel Jones. That's why. Yeah. Christy, you gotta tell us.
It's not being talked about.
No, it's not.
No, he plays in Cleveland. He's in Cleveland. Cal Raleigh is in Seattle. Same principle.
Yep.
If this was Parsons, they would be tracking his number at 5.
It would be the leading story on SportsCenter every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Christy, you want to touch on your lovely Titans down there and tell us?
Oh my God, no. Do I?
Oh God!
Listen, they're on track to get the number 1 pick again this year. So they're going to rebuild.
Do nothing with it again. I mean, can we take a lineman this year? I mean, or next year? I mean, no.
They'll take somebody on defense, and it'll be similar to how the Texans started off their rebuild. They'll do something like that. They already have Cam Ward. The only problem is before they get him the line, he'll probably be banged up too much to do anything.
Well, right. You destroy a number 1 pick before he ever gets a chance to be a number 1 pick, because like we talked about that a while ago, he's never going to get the opportunity down there with that line in front of him ever. So I wore my Titan sweatshirt on Sunday, and everybody's like, "Why are you wearing that?" I'm like, "Just because it's Sunday." And they're like, "You admit that you're a
Wacky Wednesday."
Yeah. I got a couple Titans fans that hang out with me up here, though. It's all right.
There you go.
Did you make friends with all those Eagles fans that came through the other week?
Oh yeah, they'll be back. They're awesome. I got a couple of sets of regulars that are all from Philly that migrated to Wisconsin somehow and found their way to my bar. So,
did you have anybody that was actually from Philly, going out there for the game, that stopped in, or no?
Oh yeah, they were all. There was a total of 10 people. It was 8 guys and then 2 of the guys' sons, and they all spread throughout the country now, except for the one that still lives out. He said outside of Lancaster, I think. And then they do 1 week. They go, or 1 year they go to an Eagles game in Philly. They all meet up, and then the next year they choose a destination. And this year they chose the Eagles-Packers game, so they all met up here in Green Bay and went to the Eagles-Packers game. So then next year they'll go back to Philly and do an Eagles game there, and that's what they do. So
it's funny. I got a group of buddies of mine. There's 8 of them. That's why I was asking. They go to an away game every year. They just pick one of the away games for the Eagles games. And this year they went to Green Bay. So that's why I was wondering. So it's interesting though. I like that idea of those guys doing it. Yeah.
You know, Kyle.
You probably should just say that every now and then, because I don't drink anymore either. But during my drinking days, I probably ran into a lot of people that I don't remember any of them, but they remember me.
Juice, what's the conversation in the barbershop? You guys firing Kevin?
What do you mean? Are we firing Kevin? We all look. You saw the and again, let me say this just so anyone doesn't come in crazy. We don't support kids doing dumb stuff. But you guys saw his house got egged on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, no, on Friday after
Friday.
after everything. Yeah,
They
the
probably
Friday.
did it
And I
on
was like, you know
Thanksgiving.
what?
Juice is
Like,
playing
They
it up
probably
like
did
he
it
doesn't
Thanksgiving,
remember
too.
the day. Look, like Juice didn't
I
have
really
any part of
don't.
it.
I'm not gonna lie. It's all
Like he
every
didn't
last
like
week
he
is a
didn't call
blur.
in the strike himself. He called it in himself. Like, oh, what day was it? That's my
They
alibi.
probably egged
Listen,
it on. They
if
probably
I
threw
called in
deviled
the
eggs on
strike,
Thursday. Deviled eggs on Thursday. They knew it was going
probably,
to happen. They knew it was going to happen on
probably,
Friday.
probably. But after I saw the video of them, I sent it to a bunch of my homeboys. I was like, yo, like, these kids are reckless. And my one boy hit me back when he was like, but you act like you wouldn't have been out there throwing with them. And I had to sit back and think about it. And he was right. Like, 100%. Kevin got to go. But I will admit, I am not one of these fans that's like, I'm not putting it all on Kevin. The whole team looks like
Oh
trash.
yeah.
Like, and I say, like, obviously, AJ had a good game. But the false start penalties AJ's had by himself the last two games.
Dumb.
First of all, my Lotta, you
here we
are
go.
so big, my guy. How I don't care, and it is no disrespect to any NFL player. Like, we know it's the clash of the Titans. Stuff is gonna happen. My Lotta, you are 6'8", almost 400 pounds. How are you getting pancaked? I saw the bottom of your cleats 3 times against the Bears. Like, it wasn't even like you got like just slipped. You got smacked. Like, real bad. Steen. Steen is Steen. It is what it is. It's we just look bad a lot of places. The offensive line looks bad. The play calling is terrible. We have injuries. Every team has injuries, and we know, like, as a whole, we just don't look good. Like, you know how I can't remember who it was, but they're like, we just don't look good as a family unit. Right now,
Yeah.
we're trash. Like, it is bad all the way around, and there's so many things you could point at.
Did you see the there were people bashing the kids that threw the eggs? They were like, "Come on, you can't even be creative. Like, instead of throwing eggs, put a playbook on his doorstep and say, "Here, use this." That would have been more creative, you know, instead of throwing eggs at his
I
house.
think the best.
Or give him
the best.
give him an etch a sketch or
Etch a
something.
sketch. Yeah.
I think the best meme I saw really to describe all of it. You guys, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's whatever, we all go to them. Was The Waterboy. You guys remember the scene in Waterboy when the coach was when he described what actually happened, and the other coach stole his playbook and all that other stuff?
Yeah.
I saw someone made a meme of them dropping off a green playbook to Patullo. It's like, here, let's just resolve this issue. I think that was the best one I saw, hands down, because it's horrible, and it doesn't even make sense. And again, Patullo has forgotten more football than I'll ever know. To be in a position like that, you had to have been out like that. We get it. Mm-hmm. However, like, this is trash. If I was in that position, like, I'm one of those people, as we all know, getting, you progress through life, things go on. You fake it till you make it. If I was Patullo, I'm going back to everything Kellen Moore did last year. I'm just watching plays, and I'm stealing all of it. I don't care. Like, we're not playing the Saints, so, like, it's not like he's going to be able to. It's going to be a dead giveaway. Like, Kellen Moore, after what we're seeing this year, it's even proof. Kellen Moore is the alchemist. Is that the stuff that came out of that the offense last year? And I know a lot of that. I will say personally, I think the offense was as successful as it was last year, because I think that was the best Eagles offensive line in the history of the Eagles. Like, hands down. You look at the size, look at the ability of each of the linemen to play different positions, injury, like, stuff like that. Like, I think that was the best offensive line, and we lost that. So it's not.
Yeah, it looked on Friday like
regardless.
It looks like your old line just put on Bears jerseys on Friday.
Whole thing.
Oh, we got manhandled. Manhandled.
Real bad. Real.
Yeah.
I did another new. I don't even know why this one, because this one pissed me off. So you got again talking about another movie. You guys remember the end? Or if you saw Titanic, the end of Titanic, after Rose dies, and then they open the door to the Titanic. She walks up the steps to Jack. Someone was like, "That was the Eagles' defensive line for the to the Bears running backs." I was like, "Yeah, like this is ugly work.
Dude,
Work."
I haven't seen the Eagles lines both lines get dominated like that in the same game in years. And they were
For real.
manhandled. That's
For
been the
real.
strength of that team for like a decade, the offensive and defensive line.
Yeah.
And they just got dominated. It's insane. I felt like I was watching the Titans game. Had to throw it in there, Chrissy.
I don't even take offense to it. I mean, nope. I don't care. I don't care. I have to program them on the TVs because we have ticket and we say we show every game. And I'm just like, I'll put the Titans down on TV 9 over in the corner. It's one of the smaller TVs. I don't even need to look up and look at it because I know it's not going to be good. And that's okay.
See, that's all. You just got to take it on the chin like that, Chrissy. That was me last year talking about the Sixers. Like, we suck. It is what it is.
You know, I'm happy with my basketball team right now. We're good. We're doing all right. So
there you go.
They just got Tyler Hero back.
I know, and Bam. Tyler and Bam.
And
both
where did
back
they go to
same
college?
Night.
Where did they go to college?
I know.
All right.
I'm wearing Tyler right
Big game tonight. Big game tonight against Paul's Tar Heels.
Yeah, we're missing our heart of that team tonight, unfortunately.
Is Caleb out?
No, Seth Trumbull is. So he's our senior. He's our best defensive player.
Yes.
He broke his forearm. Well, we'll say fracture. It's not that bad. He'll be back in a couple of weeks, but I'm just hoping we don't end up unranked by January 1st because we got this game plus somebody else. I can't remember who else.
I'm right there with you.
Because I'm a UNC fan too. I'm actually going down to UNC Wake January 10th, whatever game that is. But if they're unranked by then, this trip might have to get canceled, dog. Because I can't do it. Can't do it.
Get your raise up towel.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready. I got it already. Have I not told you guys that story? I might not have told you that story. So, I mean, this quick little caveat. I'm sorry. I know I talk too much.
You're good.
We were the first time I ever got to go to UNC was last December, and we went down. It was the second or third week in December. Finals had just ended, but it couldn't have been a more perfect moment to be there. That was the week they announced Bill Belichick was going to be the head football coach. We go down that Saturday. They're playing LaSalle. I'm like, okay, it's LaSalle. Like, nobody's really going to be here. Yo, for real, it was like 3,000 people from LaSalle. It was kind of weird. So we get down there, and I can't repeat all the words because I don't have to get blurted out. But as soon as they hand Bill Belichick the mic to talk, introduce him, blah, blah, whatever, my boy is sitting right next to me. He was like, Bill, it's still 41-33. And then all the LaSalle fans break out into an Eagles fan when Bill Belichick had to stop talking. I was like, oh, like I was meant to be here on this day, but I'm a little conflicted at this time. It's a little bananas because I want UNC, do their thing, but craziness, crazy.
Well, I know what to wear when I come to your shop. I'll be in I'll come up to the shop around March Madness time when I'm up there next. But I know what I'll wear. I'll wear Carolina gear.
Honestly, for real.
Because I was going to ask
100%.
you. I had an honest question. Was like, what's the vibe when I walk in there? And I'm like, F every Philly team. Like, can I still have a seat or what? So I'll wear the Tar Heels gear.
Yeah, wear the Tar Heels gear would be good. All of my boys are Tar Heels, and honestly, that's a great time to come. I would say I'll invite you all now because I always take off the first day of the tournament, so I'm gonna have a watch party at the shop. So just pull up. Like there's food, there's bars around, there's a bunch of places to eat, like within a block of the shop. And you just come up there, hang out. You guys are all welcome. I'll be there chilling. We'll get it in.
Awesome.
Love it.
That's Mike Jones' holiday.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
this one
Paul's
ran a
a part
little
of that.
long, but is he?
I am the part of that.
Yeah. 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 He comes up every year now. Every year. He's a part of it. It's been what, Paul? Like at least 10 to 15 years now you've been coming up.
It's closer to 20 now.
No?
20?
No,
it's closer to 20
there you
now.
Go. I like it. Yeah. We're getting old, man. I think that's all that means.
Well, hey, since I'm on here, why don't you let me shout out sponsors since I don't get to do it very often.
But you're going to screw it up.
Go in order what everybody used to. No, I got this. Look, no notes. I got this.
Right off the dome.
It's like, just kidding. Sparrow Hair Studio. What up, Lean? Thank you very much. We also got Lotwin 3D Chain, which next week we should be able to reveal the chain for the winner of the Fantasy League. It's in my possession. Kyle's going to show it off next week. So thank you to Lotwin for sponsoring that chain for us. And then this day, Philly Sports History, our partner, Jim Montgomery, which just reposted his food drive thing that he's doing, trying to raise money for the what's the place called that he does that with?
It's the food cupboard up there near him. The Ambler food cupboard, and it supports. I forget the name of the memorial fund that it supports, but it's a good cause. I donated this morning. I think last year he was able to give like 280 pounds of food and over $500 in gift cards to the local shelter. So it's always something good that he does. He does a reverse advent calendar throughout the whole month of December, where every day it's something different. Gets kids involved with giving, like, depending on what it is, cereal, hot chocolate, things like that. It gets the kids in the giving spirit and everything for the holidays. So it's always a good cause for sure.
Why does his brother not do stuff like that?
I'm more of a supporter of things like that than to go out on my own and do.
He's a contributor.
Like that, yeah, I'm a contributor. A contributor.
You're the face of it all,
and plus I'm
going to be the pretty face.
Yeah, I'm exactly. I'm the pretty face. I'm the more handsome brother, so he has to take one on the chin when it comes to that stuff.
There you go.
I don't make the rules, Paul. I just abide by them. That's all. All right.
Hey, I hear you. So won't you land the plane for us here, producer? Or crash it, whatever it was. It crashed. Fine. It crashed in the last episode, like, you know.
Yeah, no, we'll get on out here. Just ran long. Thank you, everybody. Thanks again to Patrick the Brick Brady. Very grateful to have you on again. It's always fun hearing him talk about his love for what he does, as insane as it is. Appreciate you guys hopping on with us. And it's December, everybody. Christmas is right around the corner.
Did you say Christmas or Christmas?
Christmas.
Okay.
Christmas.
3 weeks from Thursday.
Yeah. So 'tis the season. Hopefully there's a lot of joy and family for everybody in these upcoming weeks, and look forward to hearing from everyone. I don't know when I'll be on next, so thank you for having me.
Yay!
Juice, I'm going to see you on Thursday, buddy.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, everyone. Thank you much.
Night.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Boom, boom, boom.